So let's look at Peter's as one more example, and we can see his key over here on the edge. And Peter, if you could come up and just tell us about what your model is, that'd be great.
Okay, so over here on our first model, we're zooming into the disc, and then this would be the plastic disc or the record. The needle would be somewhere around here, but since it's really zoomed in, I only focused in that area. So from where, once it started to spin, which is this motion, the music started coming out, and that's causing sound waves to come out. So you can see a ton of sound waves coming out from that area. And then as it goes further into this model, so between the ear and the record, it's decreased and there's less amount of sound waves entering your ear. So these are the decreased amount of sound waves entering your ear.
Cool. Questions? Comments?
Yes.
Where's the ear?
Oh, it's over there on the page.
Oh, oh, I see.
Right, it's not in the bubble, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
between.
anybody else have a question or comment for Peter? What do in the bottom one, do those connected notes represent? I can't really tell.
These
Yeah.
are sound waves,
Oh.
and then these are separated sound waves.
Can you tell us what you mean by the difference there?
So they're kind of the same thing, but they're just decreased sound waves. So like quieter sound waves.
Oh, so
For
that
the
has to
farther
do
you
with
are.
the volume.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good? Okay. And so what would we say is a difference between the other three models and Peter's? Who can help us out with that? Jesus?
Peter added those notes instead of having other people like squiggly lines or part of
Cool, so what he chose to represent sound, right, is different than the other ones. He used actual notes. Minal, can you turn this way and tell us what you're thinking?
Okay. He drew the sound was a little smaller for the farther you go, and I thought that was kind of cool.
You thought what?
I thought that was kind of different.
Yeah, good. So he chose to make it different when according to distance, right? Or something like that. Good. Awesome. These are
I kind of agree with Peter, but I kind of don't because now when I think about it, when he's making the notes smaller and smaller, when you're farther away, you can't hear as much. Does it disintegrate or something, the notes, or do they go a different direction and only one spot?
I love your two of those questions. You have two good questions, right? I hope you capture those when we write down questions. Don't forget those. But when you say that, are you saying that it's not as loud? Or when you're further away, sometimes you can't hear?
When you're further away, sometimes you can't hear as much. And I'm just I was wondering if do they disintegrate or what I think happens is just they go everywhere.
So they spread out more or
Yeah.
something. That's what you think. Okay,
Like
cool.
this thing's
Good. So let's get some of this down. Peter.